Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Healthy and Wealthy and Wise podcast, hosted by yours truly, Misty Magdalena Grace, also known as Magical Mags. I am an abundance alchemist, helping you alchemize fear into love, pain into purpose, scarcity or lack into abundance, so that you can live your best life, your best health, your best wealth, your best relationships by trusting your best wisdom within. Please enjoy the show, like and subscribe, and leave a review if you see value in this amazing show. And feel free to stay in till the end. You may have a surprise gift waiting for you on the other side of this episode. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Magdalena with a quick monologue. It's going to be short today, but I realize when I share my story to clients and prospective clients and friends, they're blown away. And I realize I haven't shared this story as succinctly as I'm about to, and it's all for your highest and greatest good. Like, I want my life, my lessons to hopefully inspire you and educate you, and then potentially equip you to do better, to shift, to grow. A lot of us have health issues that run in the family, financial issues, relationship issues. There's all these things that take up a lot of our headspace and life and time. And a lot of times we'll go to talk therapy. We might even go to relationship coaching. We might do grief counseling if you've had lost loved ones, or if you have even lost a job, that's something to grieve over, or if you've moved. There's all these different tools when you go through life transitions. And I was one of those people 5 years ago that was trying psychotherapy. We even hired a sex coach in my marriage. I was working on my health issues and more of the naturopathic medicine space. And actually, when I realized that I had been for over 10 years doing a lot of spending money on supplements, oh my God, acupuncture, massage, all of these things are great, by the way. I'm not down on any of the traditional methods. I just know that I was working with all of those methods. And 5 years ago, I hit the proverbial rock bottom. Before I go too far, I just want to say welcome again to my channel. If you see value in this, especially if you know someone who's struggling with health, wealth, or relationship issues that just keep repeating over and over and over, like that definition of insanity in their lives. So they just expect something to all of a sudden just magically change. Well, I'm laughing because I know that doesn't happen. Please like and subscribe, and hit the share button with those you care about who may be going through something challenging right now. Because what happened was I had spent probably 6 figures plus on all of these modalities since about the year 2011. And I had gut health issues. I had all these things. I have autoimmune disease and alcoholism and all these things that ran in my family. And so when 2020 hit and I was really miserable, making tons of money, mind you, however, I didn't feel like I was living my life purpose. I didn't feel like I was fulfilling my dharma. I didn't feel like I was really making an impact in my children's life. My husband at the time, I really was ready to call it quits. And I was miserable, even though I was making that tons of money every month, $20,000 to $40,000. And I hit the rock bottom after my brother and mom died. And at that point, I had a mentor come into my life and say, you're supposed to be a teacher. You're supposed to be a healer. You just got to heal at the deepest level. He didn't say anything about exactly how to do that except through psychedelics. So psilocybin and ayahuasca were next up on my list. And I did ask him if I would divorce my husband, if that would help. And he honestly said, I don't know if that would help, because you're just running from whatever it is that he is mirroring back to you. And the short version of this is, as I started to peel back the layers of my mother-father wound, my childhood trauma, my religion wounding, because I was really, really lost in having no spiritual community and not wanting it because I had been so wounded when I discovered the truth about religion. And so I was really lost, dazed and confused, again, trying the traditional methods and wanting to die. So I met that journey of spiritual awakening where you're cleansing and clearing all of the old paradigms and constructs, which is happening for so many of us on the planet right now. And in that first year, a little over a year, I had a couple teachers as well as an ayahuasca ceremony that helped open me up to realizing that I had tried everything under the sun, but I hadn't gotten to the ancestral roots of my issues. my health, wealth, relationship, addictions, afflictions, self-sabotage, limiting beliefs, all of the things. So thankfully, through like 2 to 3 years of deep excavation, and in this specific opportunity where I got to go into a deep trance-like state. Now, some people are gifted in different ways, so you don't necessarily have to utilize plant medicine. I just want to just let you know this. But once I was able to deeply shut off my mind, my head brain, my monkey mind, and go inward, and with the intention of talking to my ancestors and saying, hey, I'm done. I'm tired of this. They told me that I had agreed to carry these karmic lessons, these soul contracted lessons, these health, wealth, and relationship issues, including, but not limited to, my autoimmune disease, my alcoholism, and also my divorce, mental issues, all of the things. They said that I had agreed. And then when I had that conversation with them and I gave myself permission and asked them permission, can I be done? Can I break these cycles? They said yes, because here's what I learned. Whether you call them ancestors, spirit guides, archangels, Jesus, it doesn't matter. We still have free will in these bodies, in these meat suits, space suits, whatever you want to call them. The divine is never, unless it's like really, really necessary, like even in the case of what happened for me, I wanted to die. Well, there was essentially a divine appointment, an intervention to have this teacher come into my life at the time that he did to tell me that it was time for me to heal at the deepest level possible. Granted, he didn't really help me directly, but indirectly, he made recommendations. So maybe today, even if I don't get to help you, have you sought after your ancestors? Have you decided or discerned that maybe, just maybe, you're repeating cycles unconsciously, by the way, that come from not only your mom and dad, but 4,000 plus people that came before you. Those 4,000 plus people who it actually needed all of these like dominoes, all of these events for all of these people to get together to make you. There was a lot of miracles. So you, my dear friend, are a miracle. And so to really own that, to really embody that, it's much deeper than psychotherapy. Quite honestly, it's actually much deeper than plant medicine. I was able to commune with my ancestors under plant medicine, but guess what? It was a daily communion with my higher self, my divine inner self, my ancestral messages. Again, whatever you believe in, I'm trying to not trigger. However, I will say it's possible that I may be triggering you with some of the language. Some people would call it God, source, creator, universal consciousness. Doesn't matter to me. Being a pagan myself, I'm much more into connecting with ancestors, numerology, astrology, full moon, new moon, as above, so below, as within, so without. So there's a lot of human constructs and paradigms that are shifting and ending right now. Why do you think history keeps repeating itself? It's because we're repeating the stuff of our ancestors. Why does war keep warring and happening? It's because we're still operating from central nervous systems that are in fight or flight mode. We're operating from my God is right, yours is wrong mode. We're operating from fear instead of unconditional love. So think about that. If you have tried everything to work with a health issue, back pain, whatever, maybe you've tried everything to help with your finance, maybe you've hired a financial planner, you think you're doing all the right things, right? Maybe you have a relationship issue like I did 5 years ago. And it took me 4 years of healing to make a grounded, proper, loving, conscious uncoupling decision. And I did divorce, right? It wasn't a knee-jerk, reaction. And, for the most part, I was also healing ancestral stuff because there was a lot of judgment around divorce and not staying till death do you part, right? So I got to heal so much. So now my health is the best it's ever been, probably me in my entire life. My relationships are the most delicious, most amazing with my kids, my friends. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. My wealth, being fully transparent, when you go through a divorce, and the divorce created a lot of money issues, I get to be okay with building from my skill set and my social capital. And it's part of still my healing, my ongoing journey. I'm not a guru to say I'm arrived and I got it all perfect and figured out. That'd be bullshit. If you're following anyone that doesn't talk about their stuff, I would really be curious how long that's going to work, because we're all human. We all have stuff. So I am starting over in my wealth division from the standpoint of assets, but I got so much social capital. And prosperity to me is about living in my dharma, my purpose, my passion. When I was making 20 to 40K months, I was miserable. I had tons of money in the bank, miserable. Money didn't buy me happiness. So just remember, wealth is not just about money on Healthy and Wealthy and Wise here on my show. It's about everything. When you're passionate about what you do and who you serve, and you have a good mission, vision, and a good heart, the money always flows much bigger, much faster, actually. And candidly, we're living in a time where money's going to change. I'm just here to tell you, money is going away. Money's going to be different. We don't know exactly what that looks like. So all the more reason to be transparent. And my mind is so open to the possibilities. Whereas before, I was closed off and it had to look a certain way. And my wealth, I was definitely not living from my dharma. So autobiographically, I'm at the best place I've ever been in my life, even fresh off a divorce. And again, it all started with talking to my ancestors, getting permission from them and also myself, my divine self, to say, I'm done. And then daily alchemy of alchemizing that fear into love, grief into gold, guilt into gratitude, shame into empowerment, scarcity or lack into abundance. Because my mission at the core is to help you live life well and live it abundantly in health, wealth, and relationship wisdom. It's not about your bank account. It's not about having a perfect 30, 40-year marriage and the 2.2 kids and the white picket fence. That's all bullshit. That's all part of the matrix. It's all part of the constructs. So if anything that I said resonated with you, and you're on a journey of true depth and wisdom and transformation, and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're tired of wearing masks potentially, maybe too tired of even just dealing with the same health issue that you've kind of given up. Maybe you're uncertain about a divorce decision, maybe friendships, relationships, community, tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. That's the other thing. My community now, best, most beautiful, most delicious, most connected that I've ever had in my life. Like truly, since I was a child. And so if this resonates and lands and you're available to come to my Day of the Dead retreat weekend, holiday weekend of Halloween and Day of the Dead, there's an optional VIP day. You can go ahead and check that all out. You can sign up at www.magdalenagrace.com. However, for the first two people, see, there's a gift here if you waited till the end. For the first two people that email me, and you've got to email me on or before October 17th. In fact, take that back. As of the time of this recording, it's October 7th. So I'm going to give you till the 10/10 portal, October 10th. The first two people you email me, you'll get 50% off. 50% off. So depending on the person, that can be $1,000 savings. So email me by October 10th. The price of the retreat is going up on Friday as well. So another reason. And if you have any questions, concerns, and you're not quite ready to email me or go to the website, just comment below. Comment below. If you are truly ready to be the change you want to see in your world, because no one can do it for you. You are a sovereign being, and everything that happens out here, you created that. You manifested everything you have right now, whether you like it or not. It's here for you, by you. And until you go into the deep excavation of alchemy and shadow into light, you're into love and all the things that I mentioned, at the ancestral root chakra level, ancestral roots, root chakra, there's a reason for that. Being called the root, chakra. If you're tired of playing small, if you're tired of shutting yourself down from your goals and dreams, in essence, this is why I went through what I went through. My karma became my dharma. So please, again, email me at info@magdalenagrace.com. Hit the share button. Sharing is caring. Like and subscribe. And let's work together for your highest and greatest good. Again, first 2 people to email me by Friday, 10/10 portal, on or before that date, will receive 50% off, and you can sign up for a consultation. There's no hard sales pitch. I don't do that anymore. So here at Healthy and Wealthy and Wise, we want to see you win, and we want to see you ascending into your highest and best vibrational frequency so you can have your best health, wealth, and relationships. And trusting yourself, trusting your ultimate wisdom from within. For you, my friends, are fully human and fully divine. You just fell asleep and forgot. And I'm here to support you in your waking up journey. So until next time, here's to your best health, your best wealth, your best relationship wisdom, and trusting yourself. For I do believe when you do that, you take risks and you go to the deepest depths of your roots, the best it will and always be yet to come. Bye-bye for now.